Did you know that the Swedish government is offering immigrants up to 350,000 krona to voluntarily return home, which will start from January 2026? These are things that we are going to discuss on this video. You know that currently Swedish government is paying 10,000 krona to people who wanted to voluntarily return home, but starting from January 2026, the price increases. So starting from January 1, 2026, Swedish government plan to introduce an enhanced voluntary return program offering up to 350,000 krona per person. That's roughly 34,000 US dollar for eligible immigrants who choose to return voluntarily to his own country or relocate to another country. Under the current system, the repatriation grant is only 10,000 Swedish krona per adult and 5,000 per child, with a cap of 40,000 krona per family. So this is a dramatic increase, which the Swedish government is still debating, which will take place starting from January 1st, 2026, if fully applied or if fully adopted. But this new grant won't be open to everyone. So pay attention. You must already hold a legal resident permit, for example, refugee or subsidiary protection status in Sweden. Those under an expulsion or deportation order or refusal may not qualify for this program. For those of you who have received refusal order, refusal status, or those their status of immigrant or asylum seeker has been refused, are not qualified. But those who are mainly qualified for this thing are asylum seekers who have already received permanent resident or ordinary resident permit in Sweden, but because of hardship, not getting work, and they depending on social for survival, they wanted to introduce this program to encourage you to return back home, pick this money to go and start a new life in your country of origin or in another place which may be better, so that the full dependence of social will not be a must thing for you. So this is the reason why they introduced this program. So to apply for this program, you will submit a repatriation grant application via the Swedish Migration Agency, including your identity documents, permit status, family information, and any documentation of your intent to relocate. Under the existing rules, once approved, Swedish government pays your travel cost and the grant itself. So they will take care of everything and make sure that things work out fine for you. But before you decide, consider challenges that include in this thing: adjusting to your home country condition, re-establishing income, and the possibility that this sum, though large, might not fully, take care of your immediate need. These are the things that you need to consider before you pick up this decision and decide to go home. So, but some people cited a lot of things. They argue it. They say that it may further marginalize communities rather than help them to integrate in the system. So there are many, many things that you need to know. So you that is watching, what is your thought and your opinion on this grant that the Swedish government is giving, this initiative that they wanted to give to immigrants that wanted to voluntarily return back home to their home country? We should also know that this is not everybody that qualify for it. If you are working and you have a stable work, a stable income, you are not qualified to apply for this grant, because many people have argued and said, what are some people that will take this money and they go back home, then after some time they decided to return back home? They decided to return back to Sweden, what do you think that will happen to them? Or they go to another country, use it to travel to another country. For example, they move from Sweden and travel to Spain or travel to say Finland or Germany with such amount of money. How are they going to do it? These are the issues that is in need, which they are going to implement it. I don't know how they are going to do it to make sure that the person, the beneficiary of this money, will use it for the main intent, the main purpose by which this money is meant for, to go back to their various countries to establish and set up a business, a small-scale business. How are they going to supervise it? How are they going to pay this money? Is it by cash? Is it by money transfer? These are the things that are still going to, unfold. But if you have any comment, you have anything you wanted to say, you are free to drop at the comment section so that we can able to discuss this into know before someone will jump into something that he or she did not understand very well. Let them understand how the system work, how the whole thing work, to make them to decide it by themselves, not hearing the money that they will pay. The person will just go and surrender himself, or the family that they wanted to return back home. At the end of the day, they may not be able to get the grant, they may not be able to get the full grant, but the person, remember, once it is like a repatriation, it's like a deportation order, that you take this money, you will sign a whole lot of documents that you may not return back to any European countries. You will not return back out. For sure, I know that you will not return back to Sweden, because they will take the thumbprint of the person, everything that concerning you. Make sure that anywhere they control you, they will see that you have taken amount of money from one EU country to return back to your country to establish. So what are the pros and the cons of these things? These are the things that the immigrant needs to, they need awareness, they need education on it, to understand, to really how the program work before they will take that decision. But if you feel that you don't have anything that you are doing in the country, and you depend heavily on social every day, every month, they will be the one that are taking care of you, because there's rising increase in unemployment and the crime in the country. I see that the government wanted to use it to know exactly those people who depend heavily on government grant or social for their livelihood. So they bring it to encourage people so that they will have something doing, rather than staying here wasting their time. Years will passing, you don't have a sustainable means of livelihood. It's better you pick up the money, because it's a very big amount of money though, but what follows it is what we are going to discuss. So let us also not to forget that the current one they're paying now is 10,000 for adult and 5,000 for children. So if you know that if you take this money, that it will go a long way for you, I will encourage you to take it and return home than to stay in the country and while away your time without doing anything tangible. So this program is still in the proposal stage, currently set to begin in January 2026, not confirmed as January 2025 under the budget bill. So let us also know that there's eligibility to that, and the caps condition may change before implementation. Always check the Swedish migration agencies or government site for you to know the current update. So it also applies specifically to people with existing legal resident permit, protection status, etc., and not to those under refusal order or under deportation. The current repatriation grant is modest, 10,000 Swedish krona per adult, and the uptake has been estimated low historically. The aim is to incentivize voluntary return and reduce welfare dependence, also tied to political shift in Swedish migration policies. So these are the issues. These are the things. So please let me know your comment at the comment section so we can able to discuss and know how these things work and who benefit and who did not benefit. Do you really think that this is worth it? How many people do you think that we go based on the amount they mentioned? What are the advantage of it and what are the disadvantage of it? So I will be very, very happy to see you at the comment section. Let's discuss it there. God bless you. See you in my next video.